There was a time in America when buying your first home was simple, not easy but clear. You bought something small, affordable, a starter home, but today, across the US, that first step is disappearing, and without it, the entire path to home ownership starts to break. For decades, starter homes were the entry point to the American dream. Small houses in growing suburbs, modest prices, first time buyers building equity over time. It was not about luxury, it was about getting in. Because once you owned something, you had a way to move up. In many US cities, from Austin to Phoenix to parts of Florida, what used to be starter home now costs $3 lakh, $4 lakh, even more. At the same time, mortgage rates are much higher than just a few years ago. So monthly payments have surged even if prices stop rising. The result, millions of first-time buyers are priced out. Home builders in the US did not just stop by accident. After the 2008 housing crash, many builders became more cautious. And today, with high land costs, labor shortages, and expensive materials, it makes more financial sense to build large homes targeted at higher income buyers, smaller houses, lower margins, lesser incentive. Then came investors. Over the past decade, institutional investors and large firms have bought thousands of single family homes, especially in fast growing states like Texas, Arizona, and Georgia. These homes are often turned into rentals, which means the exact houses first time buyers need are no longer available to buy. And there another uniquely American problem, the locked in effect. Millions of homeowners refinanced when mortgage rates were around 3%. Today, rates are much higher, so selling their home means giving up a low rate and taking on much more expensive loan. So they stay put and inventory stays low. On the top of that, zoning laws across many US cities still favor single family homes on larger lots. That limits the construction of smaller, affordable housing like duplexes, townhomes, or compact starter homes. So, even when demand is there, supply cannot respond fast enough. Put it all together, fewer entry level homes being built, more being bought by investors, and fewer being sold by current owners. The result is a housing market where the bottom tier, the starting point, is disappearing. For many Americans, this changes everything. You can have a stable job, a decent income, a saving, and still struggle to afford your first home. That's a major shift because home ownership has long been one of the main ways people build wealth in US. Without starter homes, fewer people enter the market, which means fewer people build equity over time, and that widens the gap between homeowners and renters, between those who got in early and those still waiting. And here's the key point, this is not just a short term cycle, even if prices cool or rates change, the structural issues remain. High construction cost, limited supply, policy constraints. The traditional starter home is not coming back the way it once existed. So buyers are adapting. Some are moving to more affordable states. Some are house hacking, renting out rooms or units. Others are waiting longer or skipping starter home entirely. The path still exists, but it looks very different now. The real question is not whether starter home are disappearing. The idea of starter home was built for a different version of America, and today that version is changes. The real question is not whether starter homes are disappearing, it's how you adapt in a market that already changed. The rules of money and house in the US are shifting. If you want to stay ahead of it, then subscribe to my channel, then you get ahead of it.